Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to my channel, LFZ Voice, a brand new channel. Matter of fact, this is my first video. LFC Voice is a channel dedicated for LFC content, and we'll have a focus on Premier League football and beyond. Um, let's jump right into it. Today, we will obviously start by commenting on the PSG game from yesterday. Obviously, this is a tough time to start content creating on such a subject. I've been a Liverpool fan literally my whole life, and this season has been a very difficult season. Hopefully, we will able to see the season through from a mental standpoint as fans, because otherwise it would be really tough. I think the season has drained a lot of us. I think the season has put a lot of fear into us from a standpoint of football, from a standpoint of like just the team management. We don't want to kind of the especially like football in general, and especially English football seems to have a habit of kind of going into waves, and especially us in Man United. And there's no shame in feeling like this season is just a bit scary, because what are we heading, and we spent so much money. So it's a rough time to kind of do it during the PSG game, but here we are, and believe it or not, I don't think the result was that bad. And I actually have been listening to a lot of the YouTube content that actually spoke on the game, and they felt like, for example, people I look up to, and this channel is one of the reasons why I plan to start to do this. Copish, they are great, and I really love what these guys are doing. And Cal, for example, and the other guys too, they were saying how it was probably not the right thing to play three at the back, and how everything was messy. And I agree with that for sure. And I definitely want Slot out. Even launching the channel itself, I was waiting to kind of see a resolution with Slot, but it doesn't seem that it doesn't seem to be something that's going to be that easy. Um, or it's not something that's predictable. So yeah, let's jump into the game and see. First thing, three at the back. So obviously, yeah, we lost two nothing. Desiree Doué did really good. He's a really good player. I mean, for me, he's as good as they come. He's still young, so yeah. It makes sense that guys like Michael Olise has a bigger name, rightly so. But I think Desiree Doué is a problem and a half. Dembele, he played down the middle. I don't watch them a lot. I think I should. I don't watch them that much. I do tune in to their games in the French league, but I don't remember if Dembele is okay for him to start down the middle. I'm pretty sure he plays like along one side or the other, but that could be something that they play with a lot. The guys did a good job of playing three at the back. I know there was this one game, like League Cup, and we lost a division team, and we played three at the back, and we have been screaming like guys like Cal from Copish have been screaming for three at the back. I have other friends in my circles too. I'm based in Toronto. I grew up here. I'm part of the Toronto official fan base of Liverpool Football Club. I've lived near it and done my bachelor's and master's near Liverpool. So in North Wales, and I was just an hour by train away, or a little bit more. And of course, I've been there, and I'm just one of many, and hope to make our voice heard, and hope to add something to you guys. And there's no I'm literally and really in here to also learn, and as much as try to, like, add something or give a perspective that can help people kind of see the game in a different way, or yeah. So three at the back, I thought it was very interesting because the guys kind of like stood at the back, and they were chasing, or they were kind of like playing man to man with whoever dropping in front of them. And then they would kind of like play the role of a midfielder. So they step and they chased him. And Konate, there was this one time Konate even passed the midway line. Like he would chase his guy if he feels like he's about to get the ball, he'll chase him, you know? And obviously, like with a good cover, because these guys are used to playing two at the back. So if you have three at the back, and so if you have three at the back, if and you're playing that way, it's important to understand that these guys are used to playing two at the back. So when one guy was charging forward, then the team is not really in a situation that's kind of shaky because they're used to being two. To try it at PSG game shows how much of a mess Arne Slot is, unfortunately. I don't want to make my first video bashing a guy that, like, you know, that got us the league last year, but this is probably one of the most interesting time. Like, I think for somebody who's watching football for a long time, I think this was one of the most interesting seasons in that no one wins the league after such a, because the one we won was during COVID, and the whole thing with Klopp only winning one out of 8 or 9, and then this guy winning in his first season with zero signings. It feels good. Like, you can't deny that. But at the same time, seeing all of these things and how it's just tough. I don't think people understand the like how difficult it is to have to watch one season you win the league and then the next season this happens to you. So he doesn't try three at the back, although he had plenty of games to kind of try it. He messed up many results, or the team messed up many results for him to say, "Oh, I'm not happy with, like, you know, like even trying new things because I just want to survive." He ran the whole, oh, Arnie Slot, that is, he ran the whole, oh, I'm gonna survive for the longest time, and then next thing you know, he's not really like everything he's trying is messy, and everyone is jumping on his case, and the whole like the situation at the club is horrid. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie, and it really, like I said in the beginning of the video, it can reflect on someone's ability to even, like, you know, be a very genuine supporter of the club, and how we're watching every game and following every game. We're kind of like just watching the game, like some of us are hoping that we lose, but not the PSG game, or some of us even the PSG game. But I feel like some of us were hoping that we lose, you know, in a few games in the past, just so he can get fired. And it's such a mixed feeling. Some of us, when he succeeds and we go on a good run of games, we feel like, okay, cool, like that's not a problem, like that's fine. But then when he doesn't and he drops down into playing like bad results and just messy play style, and then you don't know how to feel anymore. But it's definitely, I definitely thought it could have been worse play wise. And I know they missed a lot of chances. I know we didn't shoot on target, but that was last year as well. Like we didn't play well. They're good. Like, they're really, really good. They're some of the best teams ever. I really think so. Luis Enrique, what a coach! What a coach! I think in the future I'll be talking a lot about him, and whether he comes, and things like that. But I really am. I gave up when we beat Barcelona, the 4-0 2019, and one of my friends, bless him, he always brings it up. I didn't give up, but I just didn't watch the other. I had work, and I didn't, like, you know, he for him, you should have, like, you know, called in sick or just watched the game. So what if we're up 3? He's a Barca fan, so so it is what it is. But I will watch the second leg with a little bit more hope than that one. So three at the back, I thought just that concept of they stand three at the line, but when one of them sees something, it's like a free just go, and he steps into midfield task, and I like it. I like three at the back. Arne Slot didn't do a good job of even trying. Second thing, McAllister. McAllister, I don't know if he's. I don't know if there was some sort of like, okay, play me. It's a World Cup year, but I don't want to be injured. I've said this to a few friends. They laugh. They know I'm going somewhere with it. Like, I know what I'm saying, but I don't know if McAllister is 100% in. The haircut looked pretty funny, and he's a fighter. He's a good passer of the ball. We all love him. He's a fan favorite. But this year, um, he hasn't been he hasn't been good at all. I honestly, I'm very disappointed. He's a bit physical, but he gives those fouls every time somebody in front of him. He just pushes him like he's just he's the king of. I'm really good, but I'm like not good right now, and you don't know how to feel about it because you have to show respect because he's a World Cup winner and he's a sublime player. Like he is good. I'm disappointed in McAllister. I don't like Gravenberch played a horrible game, but without Mac, we need Mac. Like Mac is important. So there's that as well. Um, Another thing is Salah not playing. I mean, pretty weird. You would think that could have been one of the last, if not the last, big away European game for a legend like him, and maybe it would have been a bit wiser to give him a few minutes. So we'll make a video about Salah in the future. Hopefully, I'll get this channel more like up and running, and I know when I can get more friction, then Salah will get more commentary as well. The last but not least, should Slot have been fired earlier in reaction to this game, and whether he had been preparing for this game for a long time, and whether that was a reason to not fire him? I think so. Yes, I think that was a reason to not fire him. They kind of waited, been like, yeah, we knew about this game for a while now. We knew we had to play PSG. We knew anything after the round of 16 was going to be heavy. I mean, welcome to the Champions League. So I think that was definitely one of those things where they kind of kept him at least a small percentage of things. Of the reason was this game, and he I don't know, like we were easy to break down. We weren't as bad as I don't think we were as bad as people make it out to be, but we were definitely horrible reflection of every bad game we've ever had this season with a little bit of all of that and no intensity. And I don't think we are a team that can survive without intensity. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.